So Trek just released the brand new 2023 Trek Slash. But what's the difference between the new 2023 and previous year models? Well, we definitely have some stuff to talk about. They deleted 2 models. They've made some spec changes on the Slash 8 that I'm pretty excited about. They made one change that nobody is gonna like. And I got a prediction for the future of the Trek Slash and what we have to expect for next year's model. Should I be waiting until next year to buy one of these bikes, Jared? First, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that haven't changed. So in 2021, Trek released the brand new version of the Trek Slash. This bike boasted things like increased suspension travel, now offering a 160mm rear shock with a 170 fork. On the fork, 2021 is also the year when they start offering these beefier 38mm stanchion forks. You can see I got the Fox 38 Performance Elite on mine right here. However, the model started coming with a Zeb fork that people were really excited about back in 2021 and still to this day. It also, moving up from there, came with a knock block 2.0. So you can see right there just how much those bars turn. That's kind of fully locked out. Previously, the bars turned a lot less. I'll go ahead and throw the exact degrees, the difference between knock block 1 and knock block 2.0 right there. But new knock block 2.0. Also, on the down tube right here, the newer models started having just a lot more down tube protection right there, which is really awesome for shuttling. I use that all the time when throwing this thing on the back of my truck. The integrated frame storage was another thing they started offering on these bikes, to where you can just kind of stash all your stuff in there. Moving on, you got the seat tube diameter that's now 34.9, so they got that increased seat tube diameter, which makes the seat tube a little bit thicker, enables them to make these dropper posts just a little bit beefier and keep those things running nice and smooth. So all the stuff I just covered remains exactly the same for the 2023 Trek Slash. Now, I don't know how you guys feel. Go ahead, leave a comment below. But I kind of think the Trek Slash could have had a couple upgrades this year, maybe some slight tweaks in the geometry. I know we're starting to see some of those upgrades trickle down into the Trek Fuel EX. But let's go ahead, get into what they did change this year, some things I'm super excited about, and my predictions for what we have coming up for the 2024 models. So what's changed? Well, let's start by talking about the fact that they deleted 2 of the models from the new Trek Slash lineup. That's right, they got rid of the Trek Slash 9.7, so 1 carbon model, and they got rid of the Trek Slash 7, the lowest priced alloy model, which kind of hurts the entry level point of this bike. Previous years offered the Trek Slash 7, which had that much more affordable price and offered a great entry point for those people just getting into the sport, or other guys who just wanted to be able to buy the Enduro bike and slowly upgrade it over time. Now, they also didn't make any changes to the 9.7 for 2023. What they did, if you check on the website, is they threw the 2023 label on top of my 2022 Trek Slash 9.7. So I guess I should be excited, because technically, I just got a 2023 Trek Slash. So the Trek Slash 7 and the 9.7 were both deleted. How do you guys feel about that? I kind of thought both of those models, the 7 was like your low-end way to get into the alloy frame and be able to build that up. And then 9.7 was kind of the low-end way to get into a carbon frame and slowly build it up over time, like I've done with this 2022 model. All right, next we're gonna talk about the colors, which is one thing I'm pretty excited about. I know some of you guys have already been dropping comments talking about these new colors on the 2023 Trek Slash. So let's go ahead, start right down at the Trek Slash 8 and work our way up, talking about the colors they have available on these models. So the Trek Slash 8 starts with this awesome penny flake that's this kind of like copper orange. I can't wait to see how that bike looks in person out in the sunlight. And I think it's really cool that that penny flake is only offered on the Slash 8 model. Another color unique to the Trek Slash 8 is this hex blue right here. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know I've seen like at least one comment from you guys saying it's kind of like a little bit purple looking. That's another one that I'm really interested to see in person. Now moving on up from the Slash 8, you got the 9.8 XT that comes in this juniper green and this Baja yellow. The Baja yellow, from some people I've heard them say it kind of looks like a Santa Cruz yellow, so we'll have to see what that one looks like. Moving up from the XT, you got the 9.8 GX Access, all the way up to the 9.9 XX1 Access. Now all those models have 3 different color options. They got that same juniper green and Baja yellow as the 9.8 XT did, however they also offer this deep smoke. Now let's go ahead and talk about the parts that they spec'd on this 2023 lineup. And I was pretty excited that even all the way down to /8, it still comes with the Zeb fork. Now that is the Zeb Select, and you do have to move up into the higher end models to get the Select Plus, and of course all the way up into the highest end models to get the Zeb Ultimate, which is gonna give you that higher end damper and all those selections that some of us are gonna want. The highest end models also come with that flight attendant and that airwiz. What do you guys think about that? You guys think the flight attendant is really worth it? Do you need your suspension to automatically open, close, and go into a pedal assist mode? And that airwiz, setting up your suspension using that shock pump, I never really thought that was that much of a pain. I guess it could be helpful to have a light there to let me know if I'm ever low on pressure, but I don't really think it's needed. All right, now that we've talked about some of the things that remain the same and some of the changes that I was pretty excited about in the Trek Slash lineup, let's talk about my predictions for the future of this bike and what I think Trek has in store for 2024. And it really begs the question, should I just wait until 2024 to buy a Trek Slash? Now I hope all of you guys have seen the new Fuel EX they just released and the Fuel EXE, which is the e-mountain bike version of that Fuel EX. For any of you guys that haven't checked it out yet, the new Fuel EX offers additional adjustments, things like that flip chip and the rear shock that give you that many more options to tweak this geometry and get the bike set up exactly how you'd like it. So I really see that being something that gets moved on up the model, if you want to call it, to the Trek Slash for next year. The Fuel EXE, on the other hand, is the newest lightweight e-mountain bike. And I thought with the way things are trending and people really trying to get lightweight e-bikes that balance that difference between a regular non-motorized bike and a fully powered yet heavy as heck sized e-bike, I think that middle ground of the Fuel EXE is gonna lead Trek to create a /E version where you get that lightweight Enduro mountain bike. So what do you guys think? You guys think I'm just crazy? You guys think those predictions are accurate? I guess you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to the channel, drop a comment next year, let me know if I was right. Now, if you guys wanna know more about the 2023 Trek Slash and which model I think is best for you, go ahead and click on that video. And if you guys aren't sure what to watch next, go ahead and click on that video because it's all about getting you guys stoked to go ride and have some fun, people.